Hey, welcome back, watch fans. We've got breaking news on the state of the watch market. Morgan Stanley, my nephew Kino, is a major investor. He gets, the first call from Morgan Stanley. That's right. When Blue Horseshoe loves Anacott steel, my nephew Kino gets the call. And Morgan Stanley put out a report saying that watch prices are going to be coming down a lot in the next year. I'm talking about, Rolex, Patek, Audemars Piguet, and this is because the inventory levels are elevated. Of course, we are wearing the day date, the Aristocrat's watch on the leather strap, vintage. Again, I think one of the best values out there. This watch is, I think, safe money, but the stuff that's going to get hit is the newer models, stuff that's relatively, made in the last 20 years. There's millions of those things made, and there's no reason why prices are not going to drop. Now, here's what Morgan Stanley is saying, and this is what they whispered to my nephew Kino. That's right, Kino. They are telling him that while these dealers are claiming that prices are stable or things have stabilized, the reality is that inventory has been stacking up, right? They see how do they know it? Because, well, like any of you idiots can do, you can just look at Chrono 24 or whatever, the listings, okay? The listings, that's basically these guys are listing stuff. Stuff is staying on the market longer. That's right, these guys are holding inventory for 30% longer, okay? I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but the watch business is a volume-based business. Look at these beautiful mountains here in Pasadena. Wow. What an amazing place, actually. It's a cool little place. Here's the thing. When these guys, when inventory takes 25-30% longer to sell, and by the way, 25% longer, that's for Rolex. Patek is taking 35% longer. I think AP is also like that, and some of the other brands are probably 50%, and what does that mean? Look, again, it's a volume business. These guys need to turn over that money over and over. So they want to, turn over inventory, 10, 12 times a year, right? If something sits longer than a month, it's no good. It becomes stale, and, that's not their business model. The margins are tight. So, they got to make it up in volume. And when they have to hold things longer, right? It's taking 25% longer. That's not good, right? So these guys are going to be buying less. Why are they buying less? Well, because things are staying on the market longer. That means there is going to be less demand. That means there's going to be more supply, right? Less demand means the supply will be stacking up. It's like aircraft coming in for a landing. The airport is crowded. The landing strip is crowded, so they're stacking up, waiting to land. And by the way, this is my favorite place here, Earth Cafe. Unbelievable but true. $7.50, I think it was, for a croissant and a coffee. Now, actually, I don't know if that's too bad, because I think in London, Pret a manger, or I think in New York also. The prices, they raised the price of coffee to like $4. I think it's like $4 for a small cup. Unbelievable but true. So maybe this place is not so bad. Gentlemen, there's inflation and there is deflation in the watch space. That's right. The watch space is getting deflationary. So bottom line is, Morgan Stanley's predicting prices will be heading lower as inventory is stacking up. Don't believe what these boiler room muppet boiler room channels are telling you. Don't be a crayon eater, a lollipop sucker, or a window licker. That's right. Don't lick those windows. El mercato del orologio è morte. Okay, it means the watch market is dead. It's dead. Floating face down in a backyard pool. Like a visitor to Carlito Brigante's house. Carlito Brigante, that's Juan. That scene at the end of Scarface where Al Pacino he falls off that balcony into that little pool, that little fountain. that's the watch market. It's like Tony Montana getting all shot up and falling through the balcony into that pool. It's actually pretty bad. Bottom line is you're going to see prices significantly lower in the next couple of months. Don't be window lickers, crayon eaters. You got to get a discount. Whatever you're buying, demand a deep discount. Now, again, the submariners is garbage. The explorers, all that garbage. That the hoi polloi, that those sheeple that ride the subways and the tube. Those people, those things are going to be heading lower. Now, look, in 5 years from now, the price will be bounced back. Whatever, it's not a big deal. But look, you're going to have a chance to buy things much cheaper. The only safe spot on the market, I believe, is vintage. When I say vintage, I'm talking about things that are pre-2000. Okay, pre-2000. I would say pre-2005. Stuff that's like 20 plus years old. Those things are relatively safe. Those prices are stable. But again, when you buy them, make sure you get a discount. Do not buy until you see the blood running in the streets. Okay, and that means, whatever prices these dealers are asking, you gotta come in 25-30% lower. Actually, not even, maybe even more, just to beat these guys up, and then you settle on something really low. But the market is definitely going to be relatively depressed. Don't believe what these muppet boiler people are telling you. And even my nephew Kino is saying that there's Carlito Brigante in Miami, aka Juan, is one of these crayon eaters. That's right, this crayon eater bought a Patek, what was that, a chronograph? Nautilus? I think he paid $75,000 for a piece of garbage that is going to be, I don't know, probably worth $50,000 in the next 6 months. Well, I'm sure he's doing it as a dealer to flip. I don't think he's dumb enough to buy it himself, because that watch is absolute garbage, overpriced garbage. Now, again, I have a lot of respect for Carlito Brigante and also Benny Blanco, but that watch that he was showing on the internet is a horrific atrocity on the market. That's what it is. It's an atrocity on the market. Patek. I'm very nervous about Patek. I think Patek is, they're trying to make these very kind of modern watches. I don't know who they're appealing to, because they're too dressy for, most young people, right? They're too weird. I don't know. It's like, is it dressy? Is it sporty? Like, what is it? They're kind of making the same mistake that JLC has been making in the last couple of years with those. They're making these watches 39 millimeter, 38 millimeter, and they're not really dress watches. I mean, they're kind of cool, but they're just off. They're just off. And I think that Patek is making a serious mistake. I mean, they're becoming like the JLC almost. And again, I love JLC, but look, JLC have made some missteps. So, my friends, the bottom line is, do not be a window licker or a lollipop sucker. Do not wait. Do not get scammed into paying the asking prices for these watches that are stacking up. They're stacking up at dealer inventories. And again, the prices are dropping faster. That's right, faster than Bill Clinton's pants in Arkansas farmhouse circa 1989. That's how fast the prices are dropping. So, as my nephew Kino says, take care and brush your hair. That is what my nephew Kino is suggesting that you do. All right, watch friends, leave your vicious, nasty comments below. We'll see you all in the next one.